Useless old man. That's how my own son referred to me. Right there, at the Sunday lunch table, in front of everyone. He said it without lowering his voice, without fear of hurting me. And me? I just smiled, looked at him, finished chewing my piece of chicken slowly, and said nothing. At that moment, it wasn't worth it. But the next day, with the sun still dragging itself through the living room windows, I got up, grabbed my keys, called the locksmith, and changed all the locks in the house. The front door, the back door, even the garage gate. Everything, without warning, without shouting, without making a sound. In that silence, I knew. It was no longer me who was on the outside of the family. It was them. My name is Raul Vicente de Moraes. I am 78 years old and have lived a good life, thank God. I was born in Itapira, in the interior of São Paulo. Back then, the city was just wilderness and mud. Son of a truck driver, I also started out on the road early, but where I really ended up was in the metalworking shop. I spent 42 years working with iron, shaping gates, railings, windows. And look, iron is tough, but a father's heart can take even more of a beating. I married Maristela, my life partner, whom God took a few years ago. We raised 2 children, Luis and Helena. But it was from Luis that I always expected more. He was the man of the house after me. Before I continue this story, I'd like to thank the channel Café com Vovô for giving me the opportunity to share my story. And I ask you who are watching to help this channel by subscribing and also commenting the city you're listening from. Every day there's a new story. Well then, as I was saying, that Sunday, everything seemed normal. Luis came with his wife and the kids. The table was full. Laughter here, conversation there. Helena didn't come because she lives far away, but the house was as noisy as ever. I've always liked lunches like that. I've always made a point of keeping that tradition. And it was in the middle of the conversation, between one sip of juice and another, that Luis blurted out, "Oh, Dad, you don't get this stuff anymore, do you? These days it's not like it used to be. You're already old, kind of useless for these things," he said, laughing. But anyone who knows me knows. Some laughter cuts deeper than a sharpened knife. His wife glanced at him out of the corner of her eye as if to say, "Why would you say that?" But he didn't care at all. The grandchildren kept eating. They didn't even notice. I looked at him. And mind you, I'm not one to make a scene. Never have been. I took a deep breath, chewed my rice, adjusted my chair, wiped my mouth with the